What's up? It's me again. Starting in my room. Oh, look who decided to join us. Come here. That's Bond. That's not my cat, that's my sister's cat, but it's pretty cool, you know? Just chilling in my bed, you know, per usual, most of the time. And yeah, I was like, I just had that urge to make a video, so I guess we're gonna be talking about something. We don't know yet, but it'll come to me. It'll come to me. See that dude in the back? You might know who that is. If you listen to rap, there's no way you don't know who that is. Great producer. That's the only hint I'm gonna give you. But if you know who that is, you're a G. He's a good producer. I'm not gonna show you the whole of my room. Just hit my head on that shit. But maybe one day I'll give a whole room tour, but room tours are for the OGs. And people that know me in real life and pull up in real life. We're gonna go do what we normally do. All right, we're gonna do nature. That's what we're gonna do. Nature is what people need. People sometimes don't want that shit, but they need it. You got her again. Jasmine. And you're coming with me, but he's restricted today. I'll show you when he gets outside, because he's not getting up right now. Come on. Oh, you want to go? I guess they'll both come with me. He doesn't know what he's doing, bro. He's getting stuck on all this shit because of the thing he has on. Come on. Damn. Bro, he's running into everything with that fucking thing on. I feel bad for him, but it has to be done. I usually I normally wear black, but like, man, I was like, I feel like wearing blue today. I be switching clothes like several times a day. And there she goes. She's chasing the cat. Jasmine! Jasmine, come here! Oh shit. And then there he is. He's got that thing on because he keeps licking this fucking rash or something on his fucking on his arm. Or not arm, but like, I don't know, whatever you call a dog arm. It's not his paw, because that's like a dog hand. Yeah. But my parents were like, yeah, we got to get that shit like checked out. We got to get it healed up because it could get infected, and that's bad. So we're going back on the trail. But this time we're going deep. We're going deep in the trail. But while we're nearing the entrance, I would still love to say how grateful I am for everybody watching these videos. Really fuck with you guys doing that shit. Some people would be like reposting my shit on Instagram, because I be posting like my own quotes and shit on Instagram. I feel like it could be helpful, or like, you know, eye-opening, or like awaken something in you that shit you don't even know. But yeah, check out my Instagram if you haven't. I mean, I'm not saying it to fucking get clout or anything. I feel like there's some helpful shit on there that you could be reading, bro. You know, it's not a lot. I've only posted like 3 stuff, but you know, check it out. Check it out. But yeah, we're gonna get serious in a little bit. But here's a serious topic. Do you be putting fucking milk in the bowl before your cereal? Yeah, you thought I was being serious. No, I'm not. Fucking hate that question. I swear people be asking that question and shit. And I'm like, I don't even eat cereal like that. Except for like, what do I eat? Mini wheats? No, that's not what it's called. It's like these wheaty things. It's got frost on it. It's pretty good. I don't drink normal milk though. I drink like oat milk and like silk milk and shit. Pretty gas. Try it out. It's expensive, but it's good. Oh, look who it is. He's following me. I forgot about fucking Jasmine. She'll find her way back. It'll be fine. She normally does that shit, but like chasing after cats, I don't even get why fucking dogs be doing that shit. If I was a dog, I'd be like chilling inside, fucking sleeping or some shit. We back at the spot, but I'm not gonna show anything that I should show because some activities be happening back here. But I'm not gonna say exactly what, but I'll give a hint. I don't be doing it anymore, but starts with a W, ends with a D. Feel me? When I used to do that shit, I was like the Puff Daddy. Puff Daddy, that's what they used to call me, Puff Daddy. I don't know if that's gonna be a nickname someone picks up on me, but we'll see. We will see. Walking on down this giant ass hill to get to the spot that I want to go to. It's gonna be great. We're 7 minutes in. God damn, I don't even be looking at the time, bro. I just be getting lost in this video, being present. Not with with the camera, but like with y'all. You watching. Cause I gotta do this shit. I know you're watching. I know you're watching. Move. Man, it's blocking the way. Also, I don't know, maybe you guys can determine it. But let me know if the quality is better because, oh damn, there's a stick in my hair. Because I was recording in 180p, but now I'm recording in 4K. So it might be better, but I know it takes up a lot more space, so hopefully it doesn't like fucking load up my phone when I'm recording this video. Hey! Don't be drinking that shit. He was like drinking some muddy ass water. I don't want him to get tapeworms or whatever. This is like a gully. Pretty fire, pretty fire. Fire. Imagine getting lost back here. Like you didn't know anything about this, where you were or anything. You just got lost back here. It's not even that far from like civilization, but we'll see. It's like a whole neighborhood. I'm pretty sure if someone got lost, we'd help out. Because we like that, okay? I want to actually ask y'all a question. I felt like I was going to burp. Wait. Yep, there it is. If you want to answer the question, all right? Are you considered spiritual? I just want to know. I'm curious. People be getting like indecisive about that shit. They're like, yeah, but no. And then there's like a whole deeper topic about fake spiritualism. But I will say, when people hear that word, they consider it or compare it to a religion. It's not a religion. It's not. It's not like you're worshiping anything. That's the difference between religion and spiritualism. A religion is when you're worshiping a god or a higher power. But when you're spiritual, which is a way of living, or I guess just a label for the mind, you know, to relate to. You're working with the divine or the high power, whatever is your religion of choice. Because you can be spiritual in the religion that you have. People don't get that. They're like, if I'm Christian, I can't be spiritual because I'm already Christian. But there are parts of spirituality in every religion, so it doesn't even matter. The deeper you get into it, the more you'll like it. I'm telling you. Damn. Trees are like going crazy because it's been windy for the past couple of days. But we are going to talk about fear. Yes, fear. What is it? How does it play out? And what, I don't know, how it can be used. And why people perceive it as bad, but also good. There's a whole nother topic between good and bad, because there is no good and bad. Those are just labels of the mind for duality. And duality is separation consciousness, but that's a whole nother video right there, a whole nother topic. Every time I be getting into these videos, man, I'll be talking about something and I get into something else, and then I get into something else, and then once I get into that thing, I get into something else about a different thing. Like, it's like loopholes and loopholes and loopholes. I think this is the spot. I was gonna sit down and set up my camera somewhere on this log, maybe. Scout, come here. Scout. Where? All right. I could cut this shit out, but like, it doesn't even matter, bro. Like, I'd rather keep it uncut. It's the real thing, you feel me? That's good. Maybe a little higher. There we go. Yes. Maybe a little higher too. Okay. All right. Pretty sure y'all can see me good. I'm sitting on a log and there's a campfire in front of me, but you don't see that shit. And then I'll probably show you at the end of the video, but there's like a giant drop off. A giant drop off. It's almost like I'm on a fucking mountain, but it's fucking just the woods in Virginia. Not crazy. Not crazy at all. Virginia's like one of the most boring states, but whatever. You wanna come in here? All right, so fear, okay? I'm not gonna get distracted, all right? I'm not gonna get distracted. Fear. Fear is very important within the mind. It's, oh my God, bro. This dude, bro. I was getting deep and then this dude almost knocked down my fucking camera. You're crazy, bro. Just lay down, bro. Anyways. With this bonehead. Now he's about to like throw up or some shit. Anyways, fear. fear is within the mind. Obviously, we always be talking about shit in the mind. And it's experienced by probably everyone who has a mind. What I mean by that is like, not animals. Because animals are like that, where they're on survival mode. That's all they know how to do. They don't have consciousness. They don't have consciousness. Humans have consciousness. Fear can be used many ways. Stop eating that. Hey. Fear. I lost my train of thought. It can be used in many ways, but I'm gonna go into more of like the main two ways that I think. It can be used within the mind against itself. So the mind will use fear in itself to keep you down. You see what I'm saying? So it will keep playing that fear and doing that fear emotion or feeling, so then you stay down and you don't do what you could be afraid of. But you gotta face that shit. You can't just let it be. You gotta actually face it and strangle it hands on, and then it's done. Once you get rid of that fear, it's done, okay? Sure, it's gonna hurt like hell maybe, or be scary as hell, or take a lot of courage, but it's worth it. It's worth it in the long run to get that fear like away, because then you'll just get so much freedom from getting away from that fear. There's a lot of fears about everything, but don't do it. Most of the time, he's about to knock over the camera. Most of the time, people fear, the mind fears a lot actually. I'm not gonna go into every fear because there's a lot of fears, and some are even like, how are you even afraid of that? But it comes from something. It's in the subconscious and conscious mind, okay? And a lot of fears are rooted in the subconscious. The subconscious mind, ooh, that's a topic I would love to get into. Because people don't be knowing about that shit. But yeah, most of the time fears come from the subconscious mind, which isn't even conscious of the awareness that is you. So what I'm trying to say is, you aren't even conscious of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind isn't even aware. The mind isn't even aware of the subconscious mind of itself. It just isn't. It's like in the back, very back. Like nobody knows that shit, okay? You can do like shadow work and stuff and go in deep within, but people don't tend to do that because, you know, they're scared. It takes a lot of courage to do that, but I'm telling you, I did it. Yeah, it was scary. Took a lot of courage, but it's worth it. Trust me. Just do it. Get it done while you're young, so you don't have to deal with it when you're older. Okay. The other thing is fear. Fear is a weapon. And I hear someone like, well, what do you mean by fear is a weapon? Like, that doesn't make sense. A weapon, as in, fear can be used by the mind to keep you down. That's one that I discussed earlier. And it can also be used to control the masses. And this is going into today's society with all these wars and you know, Russia or some shit just testing nuclear shit or something. You know, it's an intimidation tactic. Or maybe all these diseases and stuff. I'm not saying that it isn't real, but it's simply put there to test if you're going to be afraid of it. All right? Once you control the masses with fear, ooh, it's very powerful. I would never do it. I'll give an example. It's political. Actually, I'm not going to go there. I was going to say some shit about Russia, but let's say coronavirus, okay? When we were in that shit, okay? People started freaking out because it was new. Nobody knew anything about it. It was spreading really fast. Then we went down the lockdown, okay? You see what I mean? Fear controlled the masses to the point where it shut everything down because it was so unknown that it just sparked a lot of fear into people, and a fear of dying, getting sick, whatever it was. To control the masses is crazy. Like, that's a whole nother topic in itself, because I could go mad deep into that, but that would probably end up being like an hour-long video. I got so much shit in here that I could just be spreading out. I would love to just fucking let it all out, just all at once. Just like spread it to everybody. But one step at a time. Little by little. That's how you get shit done. I'm gonna move my camera. We're gonna go walk around a little bit. Okay. All right, we back in this mode. Oh shit, I forgot about Jasmine too. Oh well. I wanted to what was it? I wanted to let y'all know that I'm not gonna I'm not saying this to, what I'm trying to say is, it's just a label, though I am spiritual, so we will get into spiritual topics on this channel, but don't let that scare you away. Okay? The only reason why that would scare you away is because it's not scaring you away, it's scaring the mind away. Because that shows that your mind is closed up from anything new, anything unknown. That's a whole different mental complexion. Actually, I could go into that one video too. Mental complexion? Fuck. I don't know what this dude's doing. He's like trying to throw up and shit. Like, I don't know. But yeah. Fear, bro. It's like controls everything. Your mind, society, all that shit. You gotta fight it head on though. And I feel like a lot of fears, because I be talking about like, I believe in past lives and shit. Sometimes fears are rooted from past lives that you don't even fucking remember. So then you're supposed to do that fear and conquer it, so then you can progress on your spiritual journey. Real shit, man. There's probably some of y'all going like, it's just spiritual, It's not real. I mean, you can take it as real or not, but if you saw what I saw, because I've been spiritually awakened, you wouldn't want to go back to how you were living now. Though the spiritual path it's lonely, and it's deep, and it's brutal. It's brutal. It's only for the strong. But it's not lonely as in there's no physical presence, like you don't have anybody. You can't relate to anybody except for other people that are spiritually awakened, such as me. But one day I'll find someone spiritually awakened. I feel like I have already, but you can't really tell because you got to be careful about that shit. There's people that are fake spiritually awakened and all that. They say that they're spiritually awakened, but they're not. I don't know. Following this dude out of the woods, but it's kind of fucking me up. I want to, while I'm walking back, because I'm just going to let run. This is going to be a long ass video. If you watch all of this shit, god damn. I could cut it into 2 parts because it would take a long time to upload this shit if it's 30 minutes long. But I wanted to get on the topic of something that I was talking in class about today with one of my classmates. Okay. So, as you're born, or as your human body is born, you come out the womb free, full of love, full of passion. There's nothing except you and the body, okay? And the reason why, stop! I was trying to drink out of this muddy ass water. The reason why I'm saying that is because, stop! God, doesn't listen. The reason why I'm saying that is because you're free. You're nothing. Like, you're just awareness of all that is when you're born, okay? So it's just you, your soul, and your body, okay? Your physical body, okay? Your soul is your energetic body. And then awareness of all that is, okay? But as you grow up in your human form, you lose it. Lose what, you ask? You lose that freedom. You lose that innocence, that just lovingness. Because as the human body grows up, so does the mind. The mind develops. It gains knowledge. It gains language. It gains separation. Separation's, it's big. We're all connected, man. All connected. These trees, they're connected with me, with all of us. Scout, my dog, he's connected. Okay. So, as the human mind grows up, it learns and it gets conditioned ways of thinking because of your surroundings. So say if you're born in a Christian family, you are Christian. Okay? Unless you're an old soul, usually. I'll get into that in a minute too, but so if you were born in a Christian family, say your name is Jeffrey, okay? Jeffrey goes to church, he prays, his parents tell him what's wrong and what's right, okay? He learns that way of thinking. He's not born with that. That's what I'm trying to say. You learned, or the mind learned that way of thinking because of your parents and because of the surroundings. I'm not saying it's your parents' fault, but the environment you grow up in, it forms you. You as in the mind, your persona, your ego. So you keep going, keep getting older, You stay in that mindset. You stay in that conditioned way of thinking. And then one day, you wake up and you question how you're living. Who am I? What's my purpose? All of that, okay? You're lost. You start to break out of the illusions that were set in place, okay? This is when you mentally awaken and sort of spiritually awaken. Start questioning yourself. You're trying to find answers, you know? You do all that. That happened to me, man. I'll probably go into a video of how it all went down for me, but it involves a person, and it also involves a accident that I was in. But it wasn't that serious. It was just like it was an ATV accident. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna end it pretty soon because it's getting long. But conditioned way of thinking, you got to break out of that if you haven't already. But sometimes people don't even get out of that way of thinking, that conditioned way of thinking, because they're so caught up. They believe so much that since that's them, okay? Specifically that quote, "I think, therefore I am." They believe that's them. It's an illusion. It's not you. Neither is the mind, but we're still getting to that. All of it will lead up to the point where I unveil what's going on. Some people would be 80 still on that shit, still on that conditioned way of thinking. And it's sad to see, but it's not their fault. That's just the environment they grew up in. And since they don't know anything else, they don't know any better, they just stick with it. You know? But yeah, this video was really long, and I feel like there's so much I have to say still. But I just don't want to run it too long. If I have to, I'll make another video tomorrow because I like doing this, you know? I told y'all when I started the channel, I don't do it for money or fame or anything. I do it because I want to. I enjoy it. And it might help someone awaken them to a truth that they never thought of, or maybe it gives them, you know, knowledge that they needed. But I'm hoping that it's awakening them to the truth. I really do. And I know for some people it probably is, but it is what it is. Well, all right. Look, I'm gonna charm you before you leave, all right? You watching, all right? Appreciate you watching. I really do. And I just want to say I love you for watching this video. And I know a lot of people just be like, damn, love and all that, like, shouldn't be saying that, it's too soft. But it's not, bro. It's not. And I could get into a whole nother conversation about love. But that's another topic for another video. I keep saying that shit because there's so many topics I could talk about that just pop up. Anyways, I love you. Thanks for your support. Subscribe, maybe like the video, comment. I would love for y'all to comment. I love it when y'all comment. I like talking to y'all. Your comment really gets to me. Check out my Instagram too if you want to check out some quotes. I feel like those quotes really, they're really strong if you read them. Just don't think about them though. Don't think about them. You don't have to think about it. You just read them. It'll click. For some it will click, for some it won't. But for whoever it resonates to or whoever it clicks to, it's meant to click for you. Just know that. Just as if someone leaves this YouTube channel or someone stays, it either wasn't meant for them or it was meant for them. So, Jasmine says goodbye. And Scout does too, but he's taking a piss now, so. See ya. I love you. All right? Bye.